Is my mic right? Is my mic right? 1 2 1 2. Microphone checker. Microphone checker. Ooh. Testing. All right. It's on. It's on. Yeah. Yeah. We're live. Happy Father's Day to all you fathers and the uncles and the bros, the brothers, and the cousins. Yeah. Happy Father's Day to the uncles, the brothers, the cousins, the fathers, fatherhood. Happy Father's Day to the fatherhood. Um, I am Tina Ballet saying Happy Father's Day. Welcome. Let me do a Happy Father's Day. Let me. I'm gonna type. I got it on the screen. Is that enough? Hold on. Here we go. There it is. It's on the screen now. Boop boop boop. Let's see. Boop boop. Okay. Happy Father. Where's my comma? Not my comma. My. There we go. Day. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Okay. And pinned to the top. Happy Father's Day. We talked about what we were doing at the for Father's Day um in the next to previous live stream, not the most recent previous live stream, but the one before that. Um we talked about going and seeing How to Train Your Dragon. It's a great father son movie. It's a live action movie coming out in theaters. Uh, so yeah, it can be viewed for Father's Day. What I got in my hand as we celebrate this auspicious occasion. Oh, it looks so pretty. I got some yarn from Kelly. I bring it every day. She gave me some recycled yarn, and it looks so good worked up. Okay, so I was perusing. Okay, so like a day, not yesterday, but the day before yesterday, I was working on tapestry crochet, and I did a couple of tapestry crochet items. Like I did the floaty things in the back. Um, perhaps soon in the future, I'll do the what do we got to intarsia. I'll do the tarnasha tarnasha tarnations. I'll do that method in the future, perhaps, where I get my bobbins ready. I gotta refer back to TL Yarn Crafts. She's really been helping me um, in that aspect of encouragement, with me making um, reading patterns as a priority. So, thank you. I'm getting into like her space, and I checked out her website yesterday, and I revisited her Intarsia video that I had watched last year. I think it was last year. It was either last year or another year prior. I know I watched a video from her where she was showing all the granny squares that she had made from her mini skeins and her French project. I don't know exactly how old these videos were, but I saw them when I saw them. Also, I saw the video where she was encouraging us to r- learn to read patterns so that we can be open to a whole world of variety. Like we'll be able to do the patterns in the books and PDF patterns and rivalry patterns and patterns. So yeah, I've been learning patterns this year, making learning patterns a priority. I've read quite a few patterns. I'm also learning the symbols. So that's a whole nother thing. I thought that was one and the same, but I'm referring back to my books that I had. I how where'd I go? I what is it called? I taught myself to crochet. I'm referring back to those and looking at those and seeing which items I would like to crochet out of those. I feel like I needed some skills to do them projects. I'm like, they probably say I taught myself to crochet, but it felt like I needed the skills to do them things. And I was reading in the book, it said like to practice your stitches, and then when your stitches get good, then attempt the project. So it teaches you the stitches at the beginning of the book, and then you got the projects. I was jumping at to the projects, and I didn't know exactly how to read the patterns. So I was trying to jump in. I made like one thing out of a book. It was like a coaster. So yeah, now that I have a bit more knowledge and practice on how to read a pattern, I'm revisiting those books. I also have an amigurumi book that I'm revisiting, and anything I come across, I'm like, how I could look up a tutorial for that. But for the most part, the book is self-explanatory at the moment. Now, it is one book, and I have no clue why I feel like the book is um um a bit challenging to read because I do have two how well I have at least two that I'm talking about. How I taught myself to crochet, and um they have similar patterns in it, but one of I'm like, what is you talking? What is you saying? Like some of the things I don't know, like some of the special stitches I'm not familiar with. And then when I read the other book, it seems more simpler. Um, and it has a couple of different patterns in it. So the patterns I was looking at, I couldn't figure it out at the moment. Maybe I need to study it a bit more. um, but I think the printing is different in one of the. Well, it is a bit different because I saw a bit of color change, and maybe the one book has a little larger font than the other book. So like the book that's got the smaller font, it's kind of like it's like taking too much focus. Like you gotta focus on the little small letters, then you gotta focus on what it's trying to tell you, then you gotta translate what it's telling you. You gotta. I'm like, ugh, just. So I do see the difference, even though they do have a like four different patterns. There's four patterns that's in one book, and there's four patterns that's in another book that they don't share. So if you really want to make the four patterns out of the book that has the smaller print, is well, for me it's gonna take more focus than I've already given it. I've given that book up quite a bit of focus. So putting that book to the side, leaning more towards the larger font, which is not all that larger, but it's slightly larger to the point where I can focus more on what the pattern is saying, instead of having to focus and focus on what the pattern's saying. You see what I'm saying? So notice that. So I got that book, and it has a few patterns I would like to create. Oh, also, I learned that there's an Afghan stitch because I was rereading the book, and it's done with an Tahitian crochet hook. Um, and it says it's done with a 15. I don't know. What's it called? I think it's called the Afghan stitch. And I'm like, how come nobody ever told me about an Afghan stitch? But I kept reading, and the Afghan stitch is also known as the Tunisian stitch. So this book also teaches Tunisian crochet. Um, the I taught myself to crochet book. Um, I have a couple of Tahitian. Is it called Tahitian or Tunisian? Tunisian or Tahitian? Tunisian. Tunisian crochet hooks. Um, but they're not a 15. And I don't know if that's a 15 long or 15 wide. Like, I don't know if that means 15 inches long or 15 millimeters. I don't know. Um, I have, I think I have a 5, I think. I don't have it in front of me. And I think I have a 6. I think. I got 2. I know that. Okay, here's, nope, that's not it. Dang, where did I put him? I put him somewhere. Because I had them out and I was attempting to work on it a while back. Attempting to use them. Oh, they're not there. Let's see. don't know where they are at the moment to tell exactly what numbers I have. Like I think it's a 5, either a 4 or a 5, and I have 2, but I have them in different numbers. It's either a 6 or a 6.5 or a 5.5 or a 5 or a 4 or a 4.5. In between there. In between there somewhere. I got 2 of them, the different sizes. So what I'm working on now, um is a gauge swap. I don't do I haven't done gauge swatches, but reading the patterns, and some patterns say gauge isn't important, some say it is. So this one said that it is highly crucial to get the size. So I figured I'd try my hand at beginning gauges, since I am reading patterns. Gauging is part of pattern pattern reading. So, and then my question is like, what do you do with the gauge after you finish? I know some people keep it, some people take it out. So either way, like, I guess. Um, so working on gauge is gonna be interesting to see this gauge is so pretty. I like the colors. It's a it's a did I come to my conclusion? I'm trying to think. Um yeah, but the colors is like a multicolored. It has white, pink, I think. Pink. Is that pink? Orange, purple, blue, a lot of my favorite colors. What else looks maybe a green, yellow. So it's like a birthday type theme. Like think birthday colors, like birthday colors, streamers, confetti. Like it's like that. Like it might even be called confetti. Um, I don't have the wrapper right now. For this yarn, I'm not sure if I made it to my point. But I had it on my. But yeah, that's a little bit of what I've been working on. And kudos to TL Yarn Crafts. I get to say her name because I looked it up yesterday. Like I clicked on her video, and because it came up because I've been studying Tahitian. No, I've been studying tapestry crochet. So her video came back up to me, letting me know that there is another way instead of doing those what do you call that, the four four 4 millimeter um floating way. And when I watched her videos, I got to see her chart being labeled on as under the as the stitches. When I made my grids, the not yesterday, but the day before that, or maybe even the day, yeah. Um, I negated that part, and I only labeled the inside of the grid and the sides, the rows. Um, when I saw her video and I saw that she had a grid that had the stitch count labeled, I see that as being very beneficial because on my second tapestry sample, I got it confused with my first. My first was like 23 stitches, and my second was 20 stitches. And like while I was crocheting it up, I had it in my head that it was 23 stitches because I kind of reverted back to the first one and made it 23 stitches. So I added like 3 stitches on it. And then somehow it worked itself out and went back to 21. So I increased, and then I decreased. Because I think I finally counted and I was like, oh, it's 20. But I had already done like a couple of rows that were like 23. I don't even know how it happened like that, but yeah, it worked out. But um, I did use a color changing technique that I don't know if it worked for the single um crochet, but I did it anyway. And what else? Um, okay, so today with this swatch, it has nothing to do with Tunisian crochet. Um, I was looking up. I have been looking at boots and slippers for a while. Um, Looking for the perfect boot slipper thing for my feet to be cozy, comfy, warm, and um, I don't have my loom knit out. I knitted a lot of slippers back when my loom knit was out and about. So I've been looking for like slippers to either knit or crochet. And tonight or last night, I think I found a winner. I think they're called the Sweetheart boots. I don't have the pattern in front of me. Um, I was looking at some patterns and I saw this Sweetheart boot, and it goes up past your ankles. So that's something I was interested in because I was also looking at leg warmers to keep my legs warm. Um, and I was looking at socks to keep my feet warm and leg warmers to keep my legs warm. So this, or socks that go up a bit higher, what it called, knee highs and all that. I was looking at all of that, thinking on it, and found this one yesterday. Located this one. Just looking. I was just looking, revisiting my how I taught myself to crochet books, and came upon this these Sweetheart boots. Um, Thought I'd give it a go. Thought I'd do the swatch. It's a 12 row swatch. So I thought I'd, go all in, try this swatch thing. Since I'm reading patterns, like just count it as part of the project instead of, something other that doesn't need to be bothered with. Count it as the project, because I do hear people saying they don't like to do that, and I kind of was feeling that way too because I don't know, just feeling like it was something extra other than the project, and I just wanted a project at the moment. But yeah, saying that it's crucial um for for a fitting, and then I would like this to be a personal fit for me, go ahead and do that swatch so that I can know that my stitching is on point with the pattern, but it feels a bit taut, so I may have to change hooks. So that's probably a good thing to know before I start a whole project. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So yeah, that's what the gauge is telling me. And then when I took go the what I think it said 12 rows, I'll know if it measures up, and then if it don't, then I'll go from there. But yeah, it feels tight. Like my work is a bit bendy. Like I might need to make it a 9 point to suffice, like to loosen it up just a bit, because it's kind of feeling like, like it's feeling like, but yeah, that's the nature of the. I think that's the nature of the yarn hook ratio, because it's a, I don't know, this might be a bulky 6, maybe a 5, but maybe a 6, so I might need to go up. The pattern calls for a 5 bulky, so yeah, this might be a 6. I was thinking it was a 5, so yeah, I might need to go up if it's a 6. Yeah, the pattern calls for like a bulky 5 yarn with the 8 So if this is 6, then I probably need to go up. And I'm sitting here doing rows, and it say to do how many rows? 12. What do I do? It look good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think that's 12. Wait.
Thank